What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to make the best tasting quesadilla you've ever had in your life. And it's not just the flavor that's astounding, it's the fact that it's loaded down with protein and you can literally fit it right into your diet. That way, when you're trying to lose a little weight and build a little muscle, you don't have to sacrifice on flavor or force yourself to eat those boring diet foods ever again. I'm telling you, with this channel and these recipes, it's really gonna feel like you're dieting on easy mode. And if you wanna make easy mode even easier, you can always grab my cookbook, which is available at the first link in the description box. And this contains every single recipe from the channel, all the way from pizzas to waffles to desserts. Whatever you want is in here, and it's all geared towards making losing weight and building muscle as easy as humanly possible. If this sounds good, hit that link in my description to check it out. All right, guys, let's get this thing going. If y'all are ready for their epic video underway, then as always, man,
I'm ready to do it for you.
Let's do it! Yeah! So the first thing we want to do is trim and season our fajita steak. Now, when you're making fajitas, there's only one type of steak I recommend, and that is skirt steak. It's relatively lean, cooks up quickly, and after we season it, it's gonna have amazing flavor. So we're gonna need about 112 grams, but before I start weighing it out, I just wanna get rid of some of this excess fat on here. This side's actually not too bad. When you flip it over, you see there's some fat on the back. You can leave this here, but I like to do just a little bit of trimming, because I feel like the end result is much better when you do the little things. And just to give you guys an idea of how easy this is, all you gotta do is take your knife, get up under this little bit of fat here, slowly work it towards the outside, and bingo, just like that. And then another little tip, you can always get up underneath of it, grab it, and pull a lot of that fat off like so. Makes this whole process much faster. So we got this trimmed, looking good, and weighed out to 112 grams. What we need to do now is season it. And here's how this is gonna go down. We're gonna take some nonstick spray, hit each side, flip her over, do it again. And then what we have here is a 0-calorie fajita seasoning. What you need to make this is 2 grams of cumin, 1 gram of chili powder, and a dash of both salt and pepper. Mix it up, and you're gonna be rocking and rolling. So all I'm gonna do is take this, grab a pinch, and slowly spread it on top of our steak. This is gonna make this taste just like fajitas you would order at a Tex-Mex restaurant. Once you've seasoned this side, go ahead and use your hand and pat it all in, give her a flip, and do the exact same thing. When it comes to cooking fajita beef, it's actually very simple. Get a large skillet, preheat it to the highest heat you got, and let it sit for about 5 minutes. Make sure we hit it with a little nonstick spray. This is gonna smoke a bit, but that's normal. And now all we gotta do is let this cook for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. That'll give us a perfect medium. Check it out, we have a perfect sear on the outside. The smell is phenomenal, the seasonings are cooked in, and I'd show you the middle, but we don't want to disturb this yet. We want to let it rest for 10 minutes, which is fine because we have some peppers and onions to saute. And in order to save time, instead of buying the peppers and onions all separate and chopping them up, we're just gonna buy them frozen from the grocery store in a blend, and all we gotta do to bring these to life is cook them on this skillet on medium heat for about 5 to 6 minutes. So all we're gonna do, a little bit more nonstick, and we're gonna toss these in and cook them until they're done. And while we're waiting on those, I'm gonna get me a little snack, and what better than a cookies and cream Anabar. With a white chocolate coating, real Oreo pieces, and 21 grams of protein, it's literally not gonna feel like you're eating a protein bar, more like a candy bar. Ooh. In case you missed it, our best-selling flavor, white chocolate cookies and cream, is now back in stock, and the batch is less than 2 weeks old, which means they're extra fresh. Head on over to finalboxformulas.com, use code RJF10, you're gonna save money on the best tasting protein bar in the world, and I guarantee you're gonna love every bite. Now, let's go check on those peppers and onion. It is smelling amazing here, and those peppers and onions are just about done, which means we gotta get the steak ready. We've let it rest for about 7-8 minutes. What I'm gonna do is go in here and cut this into strips, and I wanna show you just how perfectly this was cooked. Make a few strips, and boom, check that out. The high heat method cooks it on the outside, creates a delicious crust, but still keeps it nice, pink, and tender in the middle. That's how you do it. And now that we got the steak sliced into strips, we're gonna add it in here with our fajitas. Then I'm also gonna toss in 3 grams of minced garlic, and we're gonna go ahead and stir everything together. So after stirring the garlic in and waiting a few minutes, these fajitas are perfect. Now, let me show you the next step. To ensure we're putting our best foot forward and we can lose weight eating this, we need to make sure we're choosing the right type of tortilla. I'm using La Banderina carb counter tortillas, but they make this in a variety of different versions and brands. Every one of these is only 45 calories. And when it comes to the cheese, we need a combination of two. We need 84 grams fat-free mozzarella, and we're gonna pair that with 28 grams of full-fat queso cheese. Combining the two together in a bowl like this, we'll still make this thing extremely gooey while keeping our best foot forward and getting as much protein as possible. Let's do this. What we'll do is grab a clean, large skillet, set it to medium heat, hit it with nonstick, and then we'll set our first tortilla right down in here. Next up, we take half of our cheese and create a layer on top of the tortilla. After that, we're gonna take our fajitas, put them on top of the cheese, then we just use our hands, make sure we get even coverage. Then after that, we'll take the rest of our cheese, put it on top of the fajitas, and then finally, we put on the top tortilla and we press down to make it more compact. And then once the cheese on the underside is melted, we gotta flip this thing. And be careful, because this is easy to mess up. Get underneath of it, make sure you use your hand to hold everything in place, and here we go. Ooh, not too shabby. Now make sure you center it back up, move everything back to the middle, press down, and now we're just waiting for the rest of this cheese to melt, and we're gonna be good to go. And bingo, baby. Houston has landed. Now, all we gotta do is cut this into quarters. I'm gonna take my knife, make some incisions right down the middle, make some more right here, and boom. Oh my goodness. And let's get a better look. You can see the steak, you can see the peppers, you can see the melted cheese. Ooh-wee, man. You can't tell me that that doesn't look incredible. And there you have it, folks. That is how you make the best tasting quesadilla that you've ever had, with the caveat that you can eat it while you're trying to lose weight and build muscle. Now, normally I stand here and talk, but this is a quesadilla, so smash that thumbs up button for me, and before this cheese hardens, let's give it a shot. And it's time. But first, before I bite into this, I'm gonna keep this next part short and sweet. If you're looking for new clothes, high quality stuff that fits you the way you want it to, tighter in the chest and shoulders, loose down bottom, then make sure you check out Young LA. Right now, I'm rocking the wash drip tee in the Pantone Young LA design on the back, and I'm pairing that with the Superlative joggers, which come in a ton of colors. You got every pocket you'd ever need, and they are also super comfy. Seriously, head on over to youngla.com right now. Use code RJF. You're gonna save money, and you're gonna get some of the best clothes on the market. I guarantee it. Anyways, let's get into this quesadilla. So we got her right here. Check her out. You already know what she looks like. And now we gotta see if she passed the taste test. 3, 2, 1, let go. This thing is exceptional. I'm telling you, if you've ever eaten at a Tex-Mex restaurant, this is about as close as you're gonna get to it without all the calories. And everything tastes better when you cook it at home.
And I love how cheesy it is.
Now in this entire quesadilla, if you make it exactly how I did it, what you end up with for the whole thing is only 20 grams of fat, 67 grams of protein, 42 grams of carbs with a whopping 23 grams of fiber. And after we drop the fiber calories, we end up with 570 for the entire thing. 67 grams of protein, less than half the calories of one you would order at a regular restaurant. And the best part is we didn't have to sacrifice on flavor. That's why I always tell people one of the best skill sets you can have in this world is learning to cook, learning what to do when you get in that kitchen, because it's not about us eating chicken, rice, and broccoli, bland foods, trying to see results. You can literally eat amazing things, desserts, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but you just have to know how to make it, and you gotta get in there and put a little work in. Seriously, if you're overwhelmed by that, don't be, because I'm telling you, once you start doing it, it becomes stupid simple, and it honestly is one of the most fulfilling things I've ever done. Seriously, make a good meal for your girlfriend, your kids, your family, whatever, and tell me how good you feel after when they tell you how amazing it is, and you know you're doing everybody a little bit of good. Can't really beat it. And here we go. We are down to the final bite. Time to take her home. That is quite easily the best quesadilla I've ever made. If you end up making it, tag me on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you're social, and let me know what you think. And if you got my cookbook, it has been updated, so this recipe is now in there along with every other recipe on the channel. The cookbook's great because it updates every time I drop a new video, so if you want to always have a new anabolic project to keep you in that kitchen and keep you making gains, then make sure you grab this thing because the options are endless. Hit that link in my description. Thank you all for coming and checking out the channel. If you could hit that thumbs up button for me and leave a comment down below, that helps me out more than you know. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and until next time, ladies and gents, I will see each and every one of you at the next video. See you guys. Wham, bam, bam, baby. We gone.